hello?
Has the intro always been that long? That was like 45 seconds long.
Yes, girl.
Hello, Casey.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, everyone. And we're live on Patreon. I'm seeing here on my second screen. I'm seeing Adam's ice cream.
Sorry, I'm slurping. I'm slurping on some ice cream.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, slurping.
This would be Miranda's favorite flavor currently.
What is it?
Birthday cake.
Ugh.
It's got sprinkles in it.
Love. Ugh.
How are the girls?
We're good. I tried to move my bags around so it wouldn't be as off-putting.
Are you wearing a silk robe?
Yeah, did you just get out of the shower?
It looks like you just got out of the tub.
No, that's her what's the show? Her Big Little Lies cardigan. You know, where she walks out
yeah.
and she's wrapped up.
No, it's a cardigan, and this is my work wear.
Are you? Is it cold at your job? Are you one of those classic cold office girlies?
I mean, Mama runs hot. Mama walks in.
Oh, Mama
and
runs hot.
She turns the fan, my little hand fan on immediately, and she stays on all day. But it does get cold in our office, but like it hasn't been as. Sometimes it's freezing, so I do like to bring something. But this morning I was like, oh, it's gonna be
layer
cold in the office. Yes, I need a layer, and I was like, it's gonna be cold in the office. I'm gonna wear my cable knit sweater in July. And it was hot, so I did take my cardigan off only in my office because it's just like a little tank, and I just feel exposed.
Did you do a little tease when you did it? You did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
A shoulder, yeah.
Show
But
little skin, show little color.
I just felt too. Then I felt too weird, so I put it back on. But it's usually just, beginning of the day. Gotta cool down from that 7-minute walk.
That 7-minute walk from your parking garage that you pay for.
That I pay $650 for.
A year? A month?
A year. Not a month.
Oh my God.
It's not Chicago.
At that point, you should live in that parking garage.
And I'm living out my car.
My God.
I'm living in my
Okay.
car.
It's very funny because all of the offices, the Austin regional, the Chives regional and Chicago HQ, we all went on trips this week.
We're traveling girlies. RJ,
The offices were closed. The offices were
absolutely closed, honey.
Tell her where we all were. Where were we all?
Where were we, RJ?
So Casey was at Dallas. And then Miranda was at a loss. And Adam and I were at loss. Loss.
Wow, we were all in a loss.
Yeah.
And we were all having a laugh.
We were all having a laugh.
With a loss.
Miranda was having probably the most laughs. Just enjoying quality time.
Quality time, honey.
So let's get into it on Close Friends.
Yes,
we will dive into the nitty gritty and the things everybody wants to know. We will dive in on Patreon next week.
Absolutely. I think that like the deep dive of that experience.
Yes. Absolutely. Because Mama, there was a lot.
And there were just times when Miranda would text and I would go, Miranda, that was my cruise.
No. And that's why I was texting.
That was my cruise with my mother.
And that's why I just texted Casey. Overall, I'll say what I learned how to do. Like I taught myself a way to it was like after the first day of the cruise, I had my way of doing things, and ever since then it was not really good, but between us it was really good. So it made it
Sounds
a
good.
more.
Teach.
It's so hard to explain without like saying it on pod now.
So
no.
diplomatic.
Yes, but actually, like it was a really really lovely trip, and it was not long enough for a vacation. The 5 nights should never be something that you do for an Alaskan cruise. And I'll say that you always have to do the 7 night. And there's only one 5 night option available because they do the 9 night the cruise before, so they have to do the 5 night to get back to their 7 night schedule.
Oh,
So that's why
That's probably why
like,
they ran out of the thermos.
and it's like they ran out of the thermos and they didn't have those stupid little bronze statues that I had like all of a sudden now have from every ship. They didn't have it from that one. And I was like, well, now what? Now I started this stupid little collection and they didn't even have it.
Now you have to go on that ship again.
But I don't like, what if they don't have it again? What if they stop selling that?
You could probably find it on eBay. I bet Casey could source it for you.
If Casey could find one, because when I just like randomly searched, it was like $400, and I was like, these are like $40 little statues. And listeners, if you don't know, it's the atrium statues that are on the cruise lines.
Show us, RJ. Show us the statues.
Oh yeah, pull it up.
Pull her up.
What SEO do I type?
Atrium statues, Disney Wonder.
Like
Atrium statue, Disney Cruise Line. Miniature.
Oh, miniature.
But yeah, so yeah, I was in Alas. Casey, how was Delas?
Delas was good. I was there a whole 36 hours probably. We drove in Friday night. Oh, yep, there she is.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Which
Is
one
it
was it?
Ariel?
Who is she?
I need
Oh,
Ariel.
it's Ariel.
Oh, there she's
We'll
right
add
there.
Ariel to the.
Oh, look at that hair, honey.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite atrium statue.
But she needs them all.
But I've started something I need to now finish.
Yeah.
Ariel.
Them all being bronze feels very right for like late 90s, early 2000s when they started doing the series.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, that's her.
That's her. That's the girl.
That's the girl. There.
That's the hair that they had to get rid of
The
on the
hair that they
ride.
can't-
Yes.
They canned. Can everybody hear my voice? Isn't my voice crazy?
Yeah.
I sound awful.
All that hooting and
Oh.
hollering.
Well,
Hootin' and
hooting and
tootin'.
hollering. Well, I wasn't hooting and hollering. I was just in Dallas. But
Dallas is where one should be hooting and hollering.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was just on the road, maybe. But I did go to Swig, dirty soda capital of the world. You know,
Finally,
Oh.
Casey finally went to
Finally.
Swig, the Utah mom hub.
Mhm. And okay, so here's the racket with Swig.
Oh.
So they make it, they're like, hey, these are the base prices. So you see the prices and you're thinking, okay, it's not too bad. Like a medium is like $2.55, a large is like $2.99, blah, blah, blah. And then it's 40 cents per flavor. So the drink that I got was called the Founder. And that drink comes with so it's Diet Coke to start, and then it is lime. Hold on, let me see. I'm looking it up. Diet
I'm
Coke,
also pulling up the picture.
sugar-free coconut, fresh lime, and coconut cream. So
Oh,
that's got 3 add-ins. So that's an extra $1.20 added to that base price. So my $2.55 drink is now $3.55, $3.75, and then Joe got a drink that
that's
had
actually very inexpensive.
things. So our 2 drinks were like $7.50. We might as well have just went to damn Sonic.
Isn't this
And they were
basically a
small.
Sonic?
I thought
Yeah.
this looks exactly like a Sonic. I mean, I guess there's only so many ways you can photograph drinks
Right.
where they all start to look exactly the same.
So Sonic has gotten into the dirty soda game because
They have 5 sizes.
Yeah.
And you only got
Oh
a
my
small?
I got a medium.
Casey.
Joe got a small because we were literally going to lunch after this, so I didn't need a
What
big
about
boy.
You didn't need to
Boy.
fill up. Yeah, you just wanted a little
But
taste.
still, like it was like 7 something. Oh,
For
there's
a
my
small?
there's
That's
my
crazy.
photo.
Well, was it good?
Or was it just
It
fine?
was just fine.
Oh.
I wouldn't like it's literally like this is in like a BFE suburb of Dallas.
Mhm.
I was like
44 ounces is their large.
I was
their
like,
largest
these
size.
are my photos. How does RJ have access to them?
You texted it to the group chat, Diva.
Diva?
We hacked.
How did you get into my photo album? Why? What
That's
photos
in the
you
Why?
stay out
What
of
else?
the-
Well, fine. Let's scroll through,
Let's keep
girl.
scrolling your photos then.
Yeah, Casey got real scared there for a
She was like-
second.
I like that the little logos are like they look like bottle caps. I think that's cute.
Mhm.
Our downstairs neighbor grew up in Utah.
Oh, Miranda, there's Mountain Dew base drinks. You're in luck.
Wait, is it Mountain Dew Zero?
Because I need the
That's
caffeine.
what I
Need the
need.
caffeine.
Caffeine but local.
Caffeine but local. Local caffeine.
Our downstairs neighbor grew up in Utah, and so she used to work at a soda shop. And
No,
she did. Remember, she used to work at a soda shop.
she didn't grow up in Utah.
She went to school there.
She went to school there. She grew up in Oklahoma, but she's Mormon.
Yes.
Is she blonde?
So, yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
This is very good.
And now she's a lesbian.
Now she's a lesbian.
She's a lesbian. But she
Wow.
was like,
Is she
she was
still
like-
a Mormon?
Is she still blonde?
No, she's still blonde.
she is still blonde. She was like, yeah, I used to work there, and like, because we were like, did you work in this? Like, did you make the dirty sodas? And she
Pilk.
was like, yes, Pilk. She was
Oh,
like,
sure.
and Adam was like, did they curdle? And she was like, yes.
Frequently.
Because they would do like classic soda shop, like the syrup and everything.
Yeah.
And then the creamers and the flavors.
The flavors and the
Flavors.
creamers. Well, this is
But yeah, so
Something.
I would say if you're passing by Swig, do it once for the gag. But
well,
just
say
like
I mean, save
cosmetics-
up. Make sure you've saved
Yeah,
up for
make
the
sure
trip.
you
My
save
God, take out a PPP loan to go here. Good Lord.
I forget. There's one TikToker I don't like, and there's like a blue drink from here she gets every time.
Every
maybe
time you see her often, why haven't you blocked her, girl?
I hate
Maybe it's-
watch.
2024
I-
is the year of the block.
It is listener of the pod, Jill, and I hate watch the same people so we can talk about them.
Mm.
So we
That's
just do
building
it for-
community. That's lovely.
Yeah,
So
that's community.
So that TikTok trend that you did of the like emergency paging Dr. Beat with the different
Yes.
outfits,
Mhm.
I like first saw the original. I don't know if actually she's the original one.
I have
but
no idea
she's-
who the original is.
But there's one girl who's like showing you all my corporate intern outfits, and she's
I've
like
seen her.
just like the mousiest white girl, but she has the biggest boobs, and I'm sure that's part of it when she's walking. But I literally, I remember watching it because the music is such an earworm that I'm just
Yes.
literally watching. I felt like I was like watching like Subway Surfer, like just like slime videos because I was so at peace
it's
watching
every
her walk.
time one of those videos comes up, I'm just like,
I'm just gonna stay here for a few minutes
is
because it's just
nice.
like
I haven't seen this trend. I'm never on TikTok anymore. So
Oh, yeah.
you're never on TikTok.
What is
girl.
on Twitter?
He's on Twitter,
Yeah, I'm on
like
Twitter.
a damn,
Ugh.
like a damn
Well, I'm
alpha male.
I'm just supporting Elon.
alone.
Elon Musk.
I think the original of that, so the song was like created, but like I think the original version is like these like nurses dancing to it, but then it has progressed into people using it
Into
to
just
their
people walking.
Yes.
fits. The original that song is actually a remix to like a
Paula
Filipino.
Abdul?
No, it's like the remix is like the style of like this like Filipino like those nurses
no-
are Filipino and they're like doing like this dance.
That's what it was.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
It's like
but
it's like
okay.
a Filipino dance trend.
but the song is sampled
Gloria
from
Stefan. Gloria Stefan. Yes. Because I do follow that guy who's like the samples, who's like, this?
Oh yeah,
comes
that
from
guy.
This.
guy.
Here,
Can
let me
anyone,
show-
as
let me
someone
show.
who is not on TikTok really ever anymore, can someone explain to me the guy who just sings at people?
I
Sings at
cannot.
celebrities.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't watch cringe. I hate cringe. Every time I see it, I quickly
I
swipe
love
away. I
cringe.
can't do it. It's so embarrassing. Dua Lipa being like, cool.
But it's like really, I
Ugh.
kind of hate that most of them now know who he is.
Yeah.
So when he starts singing at them, they're like, "Oh my god!" And I'm just like,
Well, I
"Oh,
liked when
that's less fun."
The best one is Sabrina Carpenter being like, no, we're not doing this, girl.
Did you see the one of Kamala where he sings at Kamala?
No.
Kamala's like, and then as she walks away, she goes, "Who was that guy?"
That's the best.
We popped off on TikTok. RJ and I recently did.
You did.
We kind of went viral in Europe, Mama.
We reacted to this Korean duet ballad, and all the comments are like Italian.
Bravissima,
Bravissima,
bello.
cantante, bellissima. It's so crazy.
Interesting.
How
many?
Like 400,000 views.
Wow.
It's this
Wow.
ad. It's this. This is the.
It's so
Oh,
pretty.
this.
I will say the fits were nice.
Thank you.
The fits were very nice.
Thank
It's
They
you.
so
were
choppy.
nice. Like,
It's very
yeah.
choppy.
Why didn't we see Aretha's fits? She didn't want to do.
She didn't want to participate.
It was like the last one, and she was just standing. I have to show the part of the video, and I was just like, "Get the fuck away!" I was like,
Hi, sorry, ma'am, we're filming here.
"We're
Ma'am,
filming.
I'm a-
It's not hot cam. Hot cam.
Miss it, Miss Ma'am.
Miss
I'm a
Ma'am."
goddamn content creator.
Sorry, quiet on set.
I was like,
Move.
oh, because it was,
Was
like
she
every
wearing-
time. Like
Was she
every
wearing
time.
like a caftan? It like
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah, that's like
wow.
it was like it had like a horsehair sleeve and everything. But yeah, it really. Casey was like, "You have to try and do this." So I was like, "Okay, I have to remember to do this." And it was like every time we walked out, I remember, but it sucked. I didn't play like any of the music. I had to like make sure nobody was coming because I'm like right in front of all. Yeah, I'm right by the stairs. I'm right by the elevators. My poor grandma is like, "What in the hell is
What are
going
you
on?"
doing?
So I finally like edited it and I was like, "This is what I was doing." And she was like, "Oh, that's cute." And I was like, "So sorry. I'm sorry."
Oh, that's so cute,
Right, so
Miranda.
cute, Mirandy. But
Randy.
Randy Mirandy.
he does not.
Mirandy.
Randy.
No.
Well, Casey.
One more thing about my
Yes.
Dallas trip.
Yes.
The Dallas American Girl place is a flop.
Flop.
She doesn't even hold a candle
I
to
mean,
what's
when you
happening
go,
in Chicago.
I mean, when you go to the OG, honey.
When you go to the what is it?
flagship.
What is flagship? When you go to the flagship with a couple of flags,
Yeah.
have a great time.
Well, speaking of ships, Miranda, how was your cruise?
It was really wonderful. We got very lucky with weather.
Was this your first time in Alaska ever?
It was my first time in Alaska. It was my grandma's last state she had to visit.
Wow.
Yep. So
Adam, I know why you're.
I didn't know where you were going with last. I was like, this is my grandma's last few days on Earth. Like I had no idea where you were going.
That woman will probably outlive me. Let's be real.
It's all those minnow shots that she takes.
All the minnow shots. No, it was really lovely. Vancouver was fun. I wish we had a few more days there. We would have spent a few hours in Vancouver when we got back off the ship, but it was like really rainy and really gross. And I was like, I am not with my luggage. I have bruises on my legs from rolling 3 bags of luggage, 3 purses, and then looking behind me every 50 yards to be like, is she still there?
Is she still there?
You need a leash.
Did someone take her?
And I was like,
Has she been trafficked?
We just need to go to the airport at this point, and just sit there. But Vancouver, when we first got there, it was like 68 degrees. It was sunny. It was beautiful. It was just a little more expensive than I would have liked it to have been. But yeah, I would.
How's the Vancouver airport?
It's fine. It's really large, but it seems really outdated, honestly. Just like carpet everywhere. Like it's not, I thought it was going to be more exciting than it was, but it is a very large airport with there was a Joe and the Juice, which made me pleased.
You got your tunicado?
No, I did. I was mad because I had Freshie before we went through security. And then like right when we got, I was like, damn, there's a Joe and the Juice. But I just got a green juice at least. But yeah, it was a fine airport.
I really want to go to Vancouver. Like just a trip just to like explore. Like no plan, just like explore what's on.
I've never been to Canada.
That was my
I've
first
been to
time in Canada
Banff
as well. That was my first time in Canada.
I want to go to Montreal. Quebec.
Québécois.
Yeah.
Je voudrais un sandwich.
Bonjour, hi.
Bonjour, hi.
Well, when we do our live show at the Just for Laughs comedy festival in Toronto,
we're announcing that now, folks. Make sure
guys.
I will say, I walked around a few neighborhoods in Vancouver, and Casey, the improv scene. I walked by four improv studios, and they were cute.
SCTV.
Yeah,
they love their sketch. They love their improv.
So funny if you ever want to move to Canada, I know the city for you. Lots of young people. Like I feel like at the Vancouver airport, they were all kids in their 20s.
Oh God!
Like I was like you, Casey. Just like you.
Right now, honestly, I think
they're probably a little older than you, Casey, because you still can't drink yet.
Learn from them.
That's why she's drinking pilk. She's drinking swigs.
Yeah,
you got to drink swigs because you can't drink alcohol.
She's drinking that, energy drink. Did you do the Revive or whatever it was called? The swig.
What?
It was the energy drink. The swig menu that we just looked at.
How did you see a glacier? Did it fall in the ocean? Did a whale jump in front of you and splash you?
So we did see the glacier. There was a whole day of the glacier, and I didn't really understand what was happening. So we actually had Palo brunch.
They're just glacier. There's not much to understand.
And I don't know what glaciers look like. I don't know why I was thinking it to be like
Soarin'.
Elsa's
you watched Titanic.
Yeah, okay. So I've seen Soarin'. Well, isn't that a mountain?
What?
They're on in what the polar bears are on is
what the polar bears are on?
No, the polar bears are on icebergs.
Oh.
Glaciers are up along that's what Elsa fucking makes a glacier when she makes a wall. Isn't that a glacier? I don't know ice. I have no idea.
None of us do either.
So we do brunch at Palo, which I was able to Casey's the only one who knows this because you guys have never taken a cruise. If you can't get Palo dinner or brunch, which is the adult dining on Disney Cruise Line, if you're unable to get it before, there's a time frame once you get on the ship that you can go and talk to dining. So that's if you want to change up your dining rotation, if you want to try for Apollo brunch, if you want to try for Apollo dinner, or Remy or Enchante on the other ships, things like that. I literally just walked up and I was like, I was like, do you have Apollo brunch available? And they're like, which day? They had every day was available for Apollo brunch. I was able to change my dinner, and I was like, do you know how fucking annoying it was for the past 4 weeks refreshing my Disney Cruise Line app to see if Apollo brunch was open? I was like, that's just silly. Why is it so easy to do it on the ship when I couldn't even? I don't know. It was fine.
Maybe they assume most people who take the Disney Cruise Line on the Alaska cruise are just not. they're of a generation that probably aren't pre-booking their meals, so they have to hold a lot back.
There were a lot of young families on this cruise.
Really?
Yes, it was honestly like the most like family that I remember seeing, like with younger children, because it's like all the West Coast people and then a bunch of people coming over from Asia. It's just like a mixture of those people who don't go all the way over to Port Canaveral, so like that's their easiest.
And aren't they missing out?
Aren't they missing out on that port? My God.
My God.
So when
and
we
they
were
were all
Miranda, I
in
can tell you.
Miranda's trivia, they were all in the bars when Miranda was, and she was pissed.
They were singing karaoke.
I'll go off about that later.
Glaciers are large masses of ice that form on land over hundreds of years.
On land, got it.
While icebergs are smaller pieces of ice that break off from glaciers and float in the ocean.
Yeah.
So the icebergs are the children of
they're the babies.
Yes. So I did know that about the icebergs. So they say they're like, okay, we're going to enter this fjord at 12. And then we have to make our way towards the glacier. So like once we enter the fjord, we're going super slow because like we have to be careful of icebergs. We have to be careful of wildlife and all of this. So we're at brunch, and it was cool at brunch. Like you could see whales in the distance. My grandma could not, and threw a fit because we're all like, oh, there it is. And she like could not see it past the glare of the window. Like,
oh no.
But anyway, so that was exciting. So we entered this fjord. And like, yes, there were a ton of icebergs just like everywhere. Some were little, some were really big. And then like once we get to the end of the glacier, I was like, is that it? That's the glacier? And it like was really pretty, but it was not like, I don't know what I was in. I feel like I was envisioning just like this massive, like
a wall of ice
glacier. And it
like Grand Canyon.
Like Grand Canyon of glacier. And I was like, I guess I didn't have any expectation. Like I didn't know what I was looking for. I mean, it was really pretty. It was just like much smaller. And my grandma, who's seen glaciers before,
honey,
that's not even close to what she's seen. And I was like, okay.
Where did she see glaciers if she's never been to Alaska?
South America.
Oh, she went. She did the pass. The boat is back, Miranda. I can't believe we haven't talked about this. The cruise is over. 2 people died.
2 people died. 4 people got divorced at least.
At least.
At least.
Wait, the cruise, the
around the world cruise.
In 9 months is done.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's over.
2 people died.
2 people died, bitch.
Like of old age, or
2 people died.
They didn't say.
People died.
They didn't say. I know.
You know, the rumor is if that you're ever on a cruise ship and they say, "Oh, we're having a surprise ice cream party," it's because they need more room for freezers because someone has died and there's no more.
No. No.
Was there free ice cream?
Well, yeah. Did you have an ice cream
social?
Were there Mickey bar ice cream social?
There's ice cream 24 hours a day constantly on Disney cruises. Like that's just how on any cruise line, really.
They're all dropping dead.
Yeah.
But so we left the glacier. We turned around. As we are turning around from this glacier, we see the largest chunk of this glacier fall into the water.
Whoa, like Soren.
I was like, Mama, this thing is not going to be here in 2 years. Where are you going to go?
Yeah. We're not going to, girl, we're not going to be here in 2 years.
See you in Mars.
So I don't know what their plan is. And then like when I got home, I Googled the things, and then I like found this thread.
I Googled it, and it's called global warming. Do you guys know?
Have you heard?
Have you guys climate change? It's like something that is happening to the earth.
And RJ, I need to hear Boo Boy discovering global warming.
Yeah, Boo Boy discovers global warming.
Climate change happens because it's getting too hot for the ice.
But it was even like 4 years ago that people on this thread were like, they're going to have to find somewhere new to go. It keeps diminishing. Like it keeps getting smaller.
Diminishing returns.
And apparently they used to go to another glacier and they've had to, I don't know. So we'll see what the future holds for the Dawes Glacier. And
isn't it a national park? Glacier National Park or something like that? Did I make that up? We don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But I met all the characters. I met Coda from Brother Bear, and that poor bear was by himself. And
that little bear.
And all the kids that walk by would just be like, "It's a bear." And I was like, "You parents have failed. You like Tarzan and you don't like Brother Bear. Get out." It's disrespectful is what it is.
If I was to tell you that there is a Glacier National Park, please tell me what state you think it's in.
What state?
Yes.
Montana.
Like it is Idaho? In Montana.
Oh.
Wow. There's no lake in Montana, is there?
Well, I'm sure there's lakes, but...
We have friends who live in Montana.
Montana.
Do we? Who's we?
Me.
Oh.
He was a fellow groomsman at our wedding, the really tall one.
Was he the one who had the wedding in the forest? And you had to scrounge for peanut butter sandwiches?
No, that was not him.
Different wedding.
Back to that.
Different wedding.
So great. But yeah, no, Alaska was lovely. We'll talk more about the ship and everything on Patreon.
It's going to be the full Patreon episode is just going to be Miranda's trivia tales once again. Her triumphs and tribulations against her rivals.
My rivals.
Girl, she was on a trip with her rival. That's who she went on the trip with.
I will say my grandma was very impressed by my trivia skills. Except when we went to like brain teaser trivia. Then
when you had to know actual
things. Grandma was like, you girl.
And I even like would ask her questions. So I was like, don't you know? We went to like 70s music trivia and I was like, you know this song? And she's like, no, I don't. I was like, you were like 25 in the 70s. How do you not? And she's like, I didn't listen to music.
What?
Mama, what?
What do you mean?
Did you just miss it? Did you miss the entire concept of music during the 70s?
I was like, this is Queen.
we don't know.
You heard of them? Bohemian.
Bohemia.
This is I Will Survive. Anyway, but no, we'll talk all about it next week.
Great.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Was there anything in the American Girl store that you wanted to share, Casey, or it's truly nothing of note?
The bathrooms for even the women are all white. There's no character in this store. The only characters are the dolls, but there's no... It's just so sad.
Do they have a cafe?
Yes, and it looks like a damn chicken salad chick. Like, it's just like... it's just like bright white. It looks just like a like sandwich shop.
What cities have cafes?
LA. Chicago,
Dallas. I
New
think
York?
any of them that really, I know Orlando has one. I think any of them that have the store probably have.
Where's the Orlando one?
It's
Millennia?
in Florida Mall.
I walked by, when I was walking in Midtown Manhattan, I walked past an American Girl doll store and I didn't see if they had a cafe.
There's Dallas, New York, LA, Chicago, Washington.
Well, I'm sorry I
DC?
didn't go in and report.
Yes, Washington.
District of Columbia?
Yes.
That's it?
No Eleanor Roosevelt dolls over
Charlotte,
there?
Chicago, Dallas, Los Angeles, Nashville, New York, Orlando, Washington, D.C., and Canada. It just says Canada.
Oh.
The Canada location.
Canada.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I saw that you sent a picture of the bathrooms. You could be at any airport bathroom.
Yeah. I made
any gas station bathroom.
I made Joe go into the men's bathroom and I peeked in and I was like, oh, that's bad. And then I opened the women's bathroom and I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
This is worse.
Yeah.
So sad.
So yeah.
Sad.
If don't expect, it to be as good as they got it in Chicago.
Did I tell you I finally listened to that episode?
Oh, the boys going to.
Oh, I don't know if you told me or not.
I finally listened to that episode, Casey.
What did you think?
Of the podcast Ride Boys Going. I was bummed that Jason didn't go because I think he would have had the most fun.
Mm-hmm.
I really was like irritated that I kept being like, it was so expensive because I was like, what are you talking about? Like, no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
They like kept talking about how expensive it was, and I was
how
like,
it was fine.
It was right. I don't know. It was very. It was very weird.
prices?
People who go to Walt Disney World
And Disneyland, and they live in California.
Yeah, I just thought that. Yeah, because it was the same price. No, it was the same price because I remember them talking about it, and I was like, yeah, it's basically that's what we paid. I mean, we paid for more because obviously, I had to get my cup.
Obviously.
I had to get my souvenir.
We didn't. I mean, we didn't do the boozy popsicles or whatever the hell they were called.
Yeah, but they had this bit where Mike had a Kirsten doll, and so he kept like pretending to be Kirsten, talking about her experience in living in like Minnesota and in the prairie times or whatever. It was very funny.
The prairie times.
The prairie times. Well,
how was
Adam? How was LA? Adam?
How was LA? Boy?
Oh,
the last of the laws.
The loss.
Oh.
What was your loss?
Oh, it was fine. It was great. Once again, another trip to LA where I have not gone on a hike.
Well, okay, Diva, you're not.
I know, but
if we came in a day early, we probably could have.
But that's probably the most unexpected.
We actually could have gone on Monday.
Most what?
Unexpected thing that Adam wants to.
That Adam, I know.
I always want to go on a hike.
Loss.
But then go.
Then I think,
but then do it.
Do it.
I think then my next Alaska cruise, we all go and we go hiking to the bears.
There's hiking in Alaska. Were there you guys had like excursions?
Like, so when we went to KCON, we did like we go see the native village and then we go to the
He did Witness Cup.
And our table mates, they went on a hike to like go see bears, and they like saw bears catching salmon with their mouths, like truly,
like in Brave,
like in Brother Bear, like. And they showed me videos, and I was like, "This is the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life." But obviously, there's like no way I would have been able to do that.
Yeah.
But I was like, it was so cool, and I was like, they were close, like, and the video like was so clear and so crystal. I was like, this is stunning. So. There is hiking in Alaska.
Excursion?
It was an excursion,
okay.
Yes. Which it was kind of like they were kind of old, and so I was shocked that they did that.
They did okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was afraid I wouldn't see them that night, but I did. So lucky.
Those were your table mates?
Yeah, we had. They were a couple from Vermont. They were probably in their like low 70s, I would say. And then we had a mother-daughter who she was probably also in her low 80s, like my grandma. And then she was probably like mid to upper 50s, I would say. So that was our table. And if I was not at that table would have been silent. Nobody said anything. I had to be like, how was your day? What did you do? How many Disney cruises is this? Otherwise, they would not speak.
Wow.
Not Aretha doesn't talk to people?
When
she's not a chatter?
When she doesn't initiate the conversation. With these types of people. She would initiate the conversation with the Lyft drivers that we took among. Nobody asked me to open my Lyft and look at my reviews because I am horrified to open my Lyft profile at this moment.
Just afraid of like, tell your grandma to shut up.
I'm giving her a 1 because her grandmother would not shut up. I'm giving her a 1 because her grandmother did not know what a Tesla was and had no idea to get in or out of the vehicle.
Oh, I mean, I'm with
Aretha on that.
It like pulls up and I was like, oh dear God. So I go and I like open the back seat and then she had to like open it out. And so I'm like reaching over her trying to push the button to like then push the door. Oh God. But no, so she'll initiate conversations with like the servers and the bartenders and the Lyft drivers, but not with
people that she's spending meals with for 5 days.
Nope.
Is Aretha with servers? I know obviously she is like what she gets along with like wait staff at like a restaurant or whatever.
Mhm.
I only bring this up because recently when mom went to around the world, she met up with Ari for dinner,
Mhm.
Ari and Michael. And Ari was
had
like,
notes.
and Ari was like, your mom reminds me of my mom in the way they talk to servers, where it's not rude. There's nothing that they say that's like impolite or anything, but it's very like direct and like cold. And I was like, yeah, yeah.
I think that's a one generation up thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mother and
Mm-hmm.
Jace's mother.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother doesn't like talk, like I order her food for her. If something's like I ask for that for her, but she'll like ask where they're from. She'll like in that regard, like a friendly way, not like I need anything way. Because I did all of that for her. So I'm not entirely sure how she talks to them when she's alone. But
you should have kept your phone rolling and
just I'd be like, oh, I have to use the restroom. Excuse me.
Put your brightness all the way down.
Yeah.
Phone cameras on.
Voice note.
Excuse me, guys. Could you watch my grandma for a sec? And walk away.
What's this?
What's this? Randy, what's this?
Yeah, Ellie, it was great.
My mom is the same way with servers, I think, as Aretha. She's like, but then it's like you're just sitting there waiting for her to say something a little wrong, you know? Sitting there,
you're just on the because it could happen.
It
at
could
any
happen.
time.
It's like, oh, you're from Africa?
Oh God!
I've heard there's a lot of, and I'm like, what's coming?
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh no! Just say giraffes.
I can't say. I'm sorry. I have a lot of that, and I'm not even going to say it on the Patreon.
I'm not even going to see it.
Not even through the paywall.
Not even through the paywall. Mama, they don't pay enough
to
get that.
It's going to the grave, honey.
It was last night. We all went to dinner as like one big family. And I was like, oh, I got to get going. I got to record my podcast. Bye, Grandma. Have fun. Because she had to stay at my aunt and uncle's because I had to record the podcast last night. Clearly. And we get home.
It's a daily podcast.
It's a daily. We're now daily.
We're
huge
every night.
And so we get home, and I text my sister, and I said, "Oh, hi, Casey."
Hi, Casey.
Okay. First it came up as someone just joined, and I was like, "Who just infiltrated her?" I thought it was Aretha.
I heard y'all.
I heard.
I thought you did this yesterday.
I texted my sister, and I go, "My podcast got canceled, but do not say anything to the table. Let me know when you leave." And so she was like, okay, they're leaving. I call my mom and dad. I go, do you want to come over? And so then I
regaled
my
testimonial affidavit.
The real.
You went. You were
because none of them checked in on me the whole week I was gone. I was like, I am with your mother. Shouldn't you be like, have you thrown her overboard?
Did she freeze? What happened?
How is she? How are things? And it's like I was like, you guys, like at least like how are you doing mentally? How like you know what I'm going through. Yeah. And it was even Jace when we picked us up from the airport at like 11:45 at night. He was like, let me know when you're getting the bags. I go, Jace, you don't understand. The moment I stand up from my seat on this airport, I am not able to get my phone or talk to you until I see you out in the crowd. I am like shuffling things. I am grabbing, like I can't. It was something.
You need a valet.
You need a valet.
I need it.
You need a personal assistant.
I will say
you need like one of those little guys in the Dominican Republic that has a little
bellhop, but for the airport.
Yes. Well, we did. So this is not the first time I've flown United, but the first time like in a really long time that I've flown United.
Mhm.
And I requested a wheelchair in between gates. And there's no way we would have made our connection in Denver if we did not. Even with the wheelchair, even landing on time, the Denver airport is a hot mess. It's so far. If you have to change terminals, I pray to God for you.
Good luck.
It's huge.
I pray to God for you. So even with the wheelchair, we arrived like mid-boarding. And with Jane, we're pre-boarding, you know? They're like, anybody need extra time? I'm like, Mama, that is us. That is us.
Give us all the time you have, honey.
But it's like, because I requested the wheelchair, then when we got to Vancouver, she had a wheelchair out, and then we got to ride one of those little golf carts. And he took us through customs. He like scanned our passports for us at customs.
Oh, yeah.
He drove the golf cart up through the customs agent. I was like, this is nice. I'm going to bring a boot with me always and be like, I need to request a wheelchair, please. So RJ, bring your boot the next time you fly United. But yeah, you boys flew United too.
Yeah,
we did.
We done.
Tell me about your meet and greet. Did you have some fans show up?
Our meet and greet.
Yes, your meet and greet. The only meet and greet.
The boys love meet and greet.
Well, we met. We did a meet and greet with one of the groups that we follow. But yes.
Well, so we met them. Like we met the group. We did a high wave, and Adam cried, obviously, after. Didn't cry.
I cried afterward.
You cried after.
There's a part I did
Is it really called a high wave?
You walk by them and you say hi to
and
everyone.
You wave.
Do you pay for this?
$120. $120. And it's the best $120 I've ever spent in my fucking life.
Oh my God.
Per person.
Is a high wave, is that like a known thing through cons, or is it just a KCON thing?
It's like a K-pop thing, because sometimes they'll do it after a concert, like they're
a send off.
You like take pictures with them or whatever.
A high wave.
But we went with our friend Michelle, and she videotaped Adam like going through it. Well, both of us going through it. I'm trying to find a video of you sobbing like a little baby.
I see this.
My ass looks so juicy.
And your ass is huge because
fat ass.
We were doing challenger fits.
Yeah, we looked like tennis players. We looked cute. Oh, you got it.
I've got it.
It blends in with the wall.
I know.
Just taking a moment, like a respectful.
You can see me hyperventilating.
Oh my God.
You are. I could see you deep breathing.
Yes, girl, I was sobbing.
So what was going through your head?
Yeah, what was going? Walk us through these moments.
I was just really happy. It's like when Miranda eats food.
I was just gonna say, it's like when I had the Monte Cristo for the first time, or when I had my first
pizza.
Yeah.
This is how
that's the highway. You get
your
very
or you can do a little heart with them.
Wow, they look like Sims. Like
they really do.
They look like avatars.
Yes, that's an animatronic, babe.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Adam posted his video on Twitter, and everyone was like, "Oh, they know who you are, divas." At least 3 of them know who you are, based on how they reacted. And it spiraled through like just Adam and I being like, "Well, maybe one of them maybe knows you." If they're
the boys love meet and greet was great on Sunday. We're moving past this conversation. The boys love meet and greet was great on Sunday. It was very sweet.
My favorite part about people meeting us was there was these 2 girls that went up and was like, RJ, I just want to say too, like, RJ, like, you look like really good in person. Like, yeah, you look so good, blah, 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 blah. And Adam started laughing because he was like, oh, that's shade. And they were like, no, like, no, because like, you know, like you look the same, like you look how you look in camera, but RJ like looks like so nice. And I was like, damn, Adam, they clocked you.
So not only did they say that on camera you look like shit, but I always look like shit. Is what they were really going out of their way to say. I thought it was very funny.
Boy.
Are you showing them the photos of everybody meeting us on Sunday?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's see it.
Pull them up.
Let's see it. Let's see the girls.
That's sad. Oh, there it is.
No, yeah, there was a lot of people. There was a South Bend girly. So
there was someone from South Bend.
She was like, I just played Paulette twice.
In Legally Blonde.
Oh my God.
That's us. We were all standing here like these and we're like talking, and like an official event photographer came and we're like, oh, you guys look like fun, blah, blah, blah. And they took a picture of us. And then as soon as they left, they're like, they're going to see our gay ass outfits and they're going to delete this one.
Delete this footage.
Delete.
But
it's very sweet. There was another one that was like, they were like, we're just like 2 40-year-old pharmacists in like South Carolina who no one talks about K-pop and BLs that we know. So
that's cute.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very sweet. They all got little Friedrich cards and little magnets. So
show our little boy.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a grad student at UT that did her like thesis on like K-pop and these like and like the culture of fandoms like that, and she won a prize at this this like competition we're doing called like Empower Your Pitch, where you talk about your research in like 3 minutes or something. But I was like, oh, I kind of wish I was there to hear her thing about it, because she was talking all about it.
Casey wants to know more about Adam and RJ and how they've evolved to.
How do I get that?
How do
I monetize?
How do I monetize so I can fill up this room even more with these dolls?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think unboxing dolls.
I'm shocked you've never done an unboxing, Casey. Shocked.
Yeah.
Those babies are pristine in
I won't even touch the dolls.
I've had my friends now that have kids. Like they'll she's like, oh, Casey, she's like, you really got to do. They love the
unboxing of the toys.
She's like, and you would be really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
you'd be really good, and you could market it to kids.
Yeah.
And so then the YouTube doesn't block it at all. You get so much money. You get so much
Casey, let's make you a child television personality.
Let's make you the next JoJo Siwa.
Oh,
you're the next Miss Rachel.
You're the next Miss Rachel. Honey.
Honestly, let's make this happen.
Let's make this happen.
Project Rofina, Project
We have to get rid of all of your previous Single Rider Pod episodes. We have to scrub the internet of it completely.
No, if Blippy can get away with being Blippy after his past, then we're fine.
Yeah, like we're gonna create an entire.
Blippy?
You don't know who
Adam? You don't know who Blippy is?
Okay, so this is like the tweet where it's like, I know I'm out of touch, because it'll be like, you don't know Zip Zorp, who sang the song Bebop? Who the fuck is Blippy? Oh, I've seen him. I didn't know his name.
Okay, so Blippy,
he did like, what in his past?
Yes, he had a viral video. Are you seeing what he had a viral video in which he poops all over his friend. He was called Steezy Grossman.
In a sexual way?
I don't
know. Or in like a jackass kind of way.
Probably a jackass. There he is. There's Blippy.
Is he Australian?
No,
he's American?
He's American.
Yeah.
Wow. There's something very Wiggles about him, so I wondered if he was
Australian. Don't talk to me about the purple wiggle, honey.
Isn't he
he's Filipino.
Isn't he Filipino? Yeah.
He's Filipino.
There he is right there.
There he is.
Purple wiggle.
Purple wiggle,
bitch.
None of them care. None of them are even looking at the screen, RJ. Neither.
Yeah, these are childless millennials. They don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna go back. Yeah.
Casey's still a child, actually.
Yeah.
I'm still
Gen Alpha.
Yes. Scribbity toilet or whatever.
I got. Oh God! Don't give me. Joe will not let me talk about Skibbity Toilet without getting pissed off because Skibbity Toilet made. I'm wearing this inside out.
After all that.
After all that.
Well, thank you, man. I'm wearing this whole thing inside out.
Skibbity Toilet sent them like a.
What
a
are you
takedown
talking
notice.
about? What the fuck is Skibbity Toilet?
It's a trend on YouTube, but his company did some videos and Skibbity sent them a takedown notice, and so now they have to send Skibbity lots of money to keep the videos up.
Oh, Skibbity said that is trademarked, Henny.
Skibbity boop up.
Skibbity said,
So
"I
is
want my
Skibbity gonna come for us right now? Are we gonna get? Are we gonna get blocked by Skibbity?
Adam could only hope.
Oh God, I hope group chat gets big enough, y'all.
Take it down. I don't want to talk to my friends no more. Make it stop.
Make it end. I want my Tuesdays back.
It's Wednesday, babe. It's Wednesday, babe.
Well, yeah, because we had to cancel last night, last minute. We had to cancel.
Last minute. I was like, oh my God, they changed the schedule. I cleared my calendar for this.
All right, enough.
Okay.
Let's go off.
Let's go.
Let's go.
RJ, it's time to go off.
I'm going first.
Go orf.
I'm going first.
Yeah, you're the one who decided it was time for us to go off, girly pop.
It is time.
We've been yapping for
then
56
I
minutes.
guess you should have something to go off about.
You got something to go off?
He's got nothing.
I got nothing
He's
yet.
got
So
nothing.
someone else. Miranda, you go first because you already had something.
Alrighty. Okay, you guys.
Okay.
The thing about Disney Cruise Line is they have some wonderfully themed lounges. Like, that's the best part. Like, for example, we just learned the new Disney Destiny is going to have a Cruella de Vil themed piano bar, and they're also going to have the Haunted Mansion Lounge there. The best part about these is that they're adult only. So, like, you don't have to worry about anything.
No Skibbity toilet there.
No skibbity boop up toilets there. I have a bone to pick with the Disney Wonder because there were children in the adult only lounge like all the time. And I'm like, I don't care that it's not 10 p.m. It's still 2 p.m. and this is still adult only. Like, you should not be back here. And nobody said anything about it. Every other cruise ship I have been on where we're in the adult only, if a child tries to come in, they're like, I'm so sorry. This is for adult only. You could try this lounge that is all ages for families.
Mm-hmm.
None of that was happening. So finally, I did say something to someone, but I chose to say something to like the 23-year-old bartender. Oh. Yeah, like I went to the captain and I said, listen, Minnie.
Get me on the phone with Michael Minnie, Mouse now.
I have something to say. And they were like, well, after 9 p.m. is when we're really strict about it. And I was like, that's not how that should be. This is always an adult only lounge. I don't know. It like really, and like these kids weren't being a nuisance. I was just like, I don't like you being here, and it's bothering me.
It was giving childless millennial. It was giving the person that JD Vance hates.
Great,
single women with their cat.
And honestly, give me a microphone on this adult only.
Look at you go! You've already come.
Oh my God! Thank you. But I was like, there are nurseries, there are clubs. It's not like these things were closed. Like, drop your kid off. Why are you? There are so many other places for you to be on this ship than the 2 bars that are adult only. You could literally go across the way to like where they play the bingo that there's a bar, and that's all ages. So I don't know. Like, it really made me mad, and the fact that nobody said anything the entire time we were there, and that just so happened to be the bar that we like frequented the most.
What was the theme? What was the theme of this bar?
Every cruise line ship always has a British pub. Oh. Every Disney cruise line has a British pub.
Sure.
And we don't know why. And I actually know I do. They have to have televisions in order to show the sports. Like, there has to be
sports.
There has to be one bar that has
Daddy's got to be able to.
And you
see
know
the
what?
Game.
There's a lot of sports going on right now. In the middle of the Olympics. You know what I
we
mean?
haven't even talked about the Olympics. Oh my god. Yeah, so I don't know. It just really made me mad. So that's all.
Great.
Wow.
Good on you for speaking up.
Speaking,
Thank
you know
you.
what?
Speaking up and speak
your
out.
rights.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Casey.
Casey.
She's like, there's
Hi.
really nothing to go off. My life is so nice. I'm
Go
happy.
My
off,
life is just
queen.
so wonderful.
So wonderful.
Mhm. Wonderful and wonder-filled with love. Okay, here's my
love.
Oh,
here's my go off.
Mhm.
If you no, I can't go off about that. I have to go off
Oh,
behind a paywall.
Do it.
Oh.
I can't go off about that.
Maybe we should do a Patreon episode
of
where it's
Just
our
Go Off.
worst
Our
go
worst
offs.
go off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we could.
I
I'll
like
start
that.
compiling them.
Yeah.
It'll be 7 hours long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is just a mild go off, but okay. If you are a physical therapist and you're going to someone's house for an appointment, perhaps my grandmother's house, why would you park in the driveway like you own the place? So blocking me in, like, why would you? What?
Oh, I see.
Why?
I had to get the
Like-
other half of the equation to understand.
Like there is ample street parking, and I think that unless you are very close with the people living there, and you know the car, you're not going to be blocking anyone in, you know the situation where they said, hey, you can park in the driveway, but if not, then you should be parking on the street, because, and then also then whenever I open the door for you, because you have gotten to the door, you haven't knocked yet, but the dog's barking, so I open the door for you, and you don't say hi, hello, how are you, this is who I am. You just go, am I blocking you in? And I'm thinking, well, yeah. And I look and I go, yeah. And he goes, is that a problem? And I said, no, I guess not. And I want to be like, well, how long are you going to be? And then also, here's the racket with this physical therapist guy. He just sits in a chair and he tells
Oh, it's a man?
Yes, it's a man.
Oh, see, I was on the physical therapist side literally until you said it's a man. Fuck him. Fuck him.
It's a man. And then when he gets there, he sits in a chair. My Mima is far away, which I enjoy. I'm like, you don't need to be close to my Mima. But two, it's like, this can be done over the phone, because he just sits in a chair far away and tells her what to do. And she tries to do it. And then he leaves. And after like 20 minutes. But I'm just like, this was weird. And you don't even say hi to me. You don't know who I am. But also, you're just parked in the driveway like you fucking own the place with your 1992 Toyota Corolla. Like, girl, get on the damn street. And that's my go off, okay?
I hate that too. Like, we'll have people for the yard or the bug people, and they just pull in, and I'm like, I have to leave for work.
Yeah.
Park in the street.
Yes,
it's 10 more feet.
You should never be parking. You should never be in someone's driveway, because you know what? In Texas, that's how you get shot.
That is how you get shot in Texas. That is.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Texas.
But granted, I will say, if I don't know who you are and you park in the street in front of my house, I don't like that either.
I'm also questioning that.
Or
but
go up to your Ring doorbell, even though you've already written down a sign that says no solicitation.
You guys, the little boy, he was around, and guess whose house he did not go to today? He did not go to mine. My sticker is working, okay?
He learned his lesson.
It sounds like, Casey, this whole thing could have been solved if the man had just been like, hi, I'm the physical therapist for Mima or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Is it okay that I'm
Is it okay if
here?
do you need to leave soon? Because I can move my car if you need me to.
Yeah.
It's all about communication.
Yes, it's all about communication.
But God forbid.
And that's something that me and Joe are working on, because when I say, what are you going to order at P. Terry's? And he says, do I have to tell you right now? And I said, no, that's fine. Then we get to P. Terry's and he tells me what he wants to order. So then I order a drink, and then he goes, well, if I knew you just wanted a drink, then I would have gave you my drink. And I'm like, well, that's communication. We should have talked this out beforehand, okay? Those are our problems, okay?
Yeah,
Having an
tough.
extra
Who's
drink.
figuring out
Having an ex who drank.
Yeah, who would assume that you would take his drink? That just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because I was like, well, what do you like? If you, that's when you say, do you want my drink? I don't want a drink.
like, I don't want the drink, but it comes with a meal. Will you drink it?
Absolutely. That saves us.
Absolutely. And you know what the answer is? Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a Diet Coke.
I will. Thank
Give me
you.
a damn Diet Coke. Give me a damn Diet Coke.
Jesus.
Boys, do you have something to go off about, Adam?
I could probably go off about something.
Oh,
Oh, okay, RJ.
okay.
Probably. Maybe.
Do you take your glasses off, or you're not wearing glasses today?
Mhm.
Oh, you're not wearing glasses today?
When I
Oh, okay. Damn near fell whenever she saw that.
because when I do cardio, I don't like to wear my glasses because I'm sweating
They
so damn much.
slip.
That makes sense. That makes
Sweating so damn much. Yeah. Okay. So I mean, like, blah, blah, blah. We were at the convention, right? But like, we had a great time. Like, definitely like less stressful this year than I was last year because we had already done it once. So I like knew the circuit, knew how things worked.
The circuit.
The circuit.
Mm,
There's way more room this time. I didn't feel like I had to like run back and forth to different places. I was like, well, I'll watch this and I'll watch that because that's like when
The
conventions.
gout was under control.
The gout was under control, honey. Not
What
a
about
single
your
flare.
gout?
Not a damn
Wow.
flare. So very happy about that. And then I found out that like people were camping out for like 2 days before the convention. And I was like, why are people camping out when they already have tickets to the thing?
For the concert, not
For
for
the
the convention.
Yeah, I mean, they already have tickets. So like, why would you go? They're camping out because they want to be like right at the front of that barricade.
Mm.
Barricado.
But like the concert is like, different groups, they're performing 1 or 2, 3 songs.
They're also in the round. It's a stage in the round.
It's also
Oh my
staged in the
god!
round.
Yeah. Okay.
So there is, wherever you are on the floor, because we were on the floor for 3 days. So think like, I don't know how my feet survived.
I actually had worse. I had
Adam
worse
had
feet
worse
than
feet
RJ
problems
did.
than mine.
But I brought flat
Wow.
shoes for the whole
Yeah.
weekend.
Yes.
So
I
I
was
did
on
that to
my
myself.
little hocus. And you always have to look up. So like, I don't understand why camp out? Why smell? Why put
smell?
There is an epidemic right now of younger people that are
Yes.
just set on barricade. It's become like a TikTok trend. It's like
Yeah.
I see videos.
It's because you
for
can go
people-
viral from it.
you
That's
can go
why.
yes, you can get a video of them
Noah.
being like
Taylor Swift, Noah,
Yeah.
anyone. It's people. It's the content of people getting to barricade, getting
Mhm.
barricade, being at barricade, and
just to show that they were barricaded.
just to show that they were there. And it's like, but this is awful. You just camped out for 18
what?
hours in the heat.
And I don't want to be this person about it, but I am going to say I think it's rather interesting that the cops absolutely won't harass them, but they would go to like a homeless encampment and like
and be like,
ruin
you
their
can't
shit.
sleep here.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah, double standard.
Mhm.
So just
That's so funny that you talked about that because I was going to talk about
different aspect?
stinky.
Stinkies. I mean, like the whole. It's the whole.
I'm
thing
gonna
is-
go. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Okay, Adam, go off.
We need to put aluminum back in deodorant.
We need to
put it back in the fucking deodorant. I don't care.
Ozone is
Now
healed.
The
Put
ozone
it back
healed.
in.
The ozone healed.
put it in the deodorant.
The
Now
ozone
here's
healed.
what I'm
It's
gonna
okay.
say. I think technically, like East Asian people, they have less bacteria in their armpits, so they sweat less naturally, but or something. They don't stink. Whatever, fine. For all of you white motherfuckers, I'm talking to you as a representative of the community. Put aluminum in your armpits. Put it behind your knees. Put it under your breasts. Put it between your thighs. I don't want to
Get
smell you.
that Lumi that can go anywhere.
The full body deode.
I
lady.
don't
you
want
can stick
to
that on your-
smell you. I don't want to smell
Everywhere.
you ever.
Is that a
I
thing,
never.
really?
Yes.
It's like you meant
Yeah,
to. Wow.
full body deodorant. I don't ever want to smell you. I don't want to smell anyone. I am very sensitive to scent, and I will gag, and then we'll both be embarrassed that I gagged because you smell. So that's all I'm gonna say. We did not. I want to be clear.
No
this was not a problem. Nobody I met,
No
nobody
one
I
you met,
interacted
yes.
with. I didn't smell
But
anybody
also,
this
we
trip.
were not
but
close to barricade.
We were
because
not
we
close
didn't
to
need
barricade.
to. Even if we were like rows behind, I'm looking at this idol's
I'm
full
like 20
ass.
feet away from this
I am
person.
so close.
Anyway,
But yeah,
we need to put.
And the thing with the round, Miranda, is that the girlies were running back and forth because they would do one song to one side of the round and then the other. So these girlies were literally sprinting back and forth.
They kept following them.
They kept following them so they get the front shot to the point where security was like, "No,
you can't do that."
No.
Can I say I have another go off actually that I was reminded of because I had to buy like travel size toothpaste before we left.
Are you talking about TSA?
Oh,
We can talk about
guys.
Adam,
If you don't have pre-check, I don't know.
Oh my
what you're
god! Oh my god!
No, that's not what I was going to talk about.
Change man.
I think really why people like Trader's Joe. Okay, let's really say
I
this.
think you're pronouncing it in the way
People
that my mother
like Trader's Joe primarily because there are few options. It's this or it's that, and then you get to pick. I was in the toothpaste aisle at Walgreens, and there were 67 boxes of toothpaste for me to choose from. And I was like, half of them do most of them do the same thing. What is the difference? Like, what's the difference? Why are there 6 sizes? Why is there like a family bulk size, like a King Candy bar? Why is there only, of the 67, there was one box of the entire thing that was travel size? That was one. One was travel size. And I was like, well, girls, what are we doing? Why are there, like, Crest alone had like 16 options. And I was like, this is all a scam. This is a scam. It's a scam.
Like, how do you keep them apart? Because it's like, it's either wintergreen or spearmint or
right. I'm like, what is the difference?
I mean, sure. 20 years ago, it was wintergreen or spearmint. Now it's like 3D white enhancing,
Arctic white.
Yeah, gum protection, blah blah blah. And I was like, shouldn't toothpaste be doing all of this on its own? How do you know one that just does all of it? Where's that one?
It's kind of how it works. It just
then there is a box and it'll be like, oh, this is $40 toothpaste. And I'm like, okay, Joe Biden.
Okay.
I know you did.
I
know you did this, Joe Biden.
Adam did go back to non electronic.
I'm back to manual.
He was like, I miss
the physical tactileness of rubbing.
And I like the bristles. I like the larger bristles. I feel like it feels better.
Feels like it covers
the bigger head of the toothbrush. Yes. It gets nice and foamy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oof.
I love a big head.
I love a big head on a brush.
You know what I mean, Miranda?
You turn your head while you have the and like toothpaste will swirl all over, or you accidentally do something and the water's all over your mirror.
Are you
by a show? Okay.
You're not supposed to rinse.
You're not supposed to rinse, but do you rinse?
No, I don't rinse.
No, I don't rinse.
Okay. Do you rinse?
No, I don't.
Casey, do you rinse?
The toothpaste?
Yeah, like when you're done, do you gargle water or whatever?
Oh,
you do?
I'm rinsing.
You're not supposed to. That gets rid of the fluoride. Keith.
We'll get rid of
maybe
them.
That's why I have the worst teeth in here.
Oh, no, I do.
Gonna get angry.
I probably is mine. Mine are probably the least white because I drink a lot of coffee and saucy.
A lot of coffee.
I
do a lot of
sauce
wine.
If we're talking teeth.
If we're talking teeth.
I have inherited bad.
It's our new podcast coming soon. Talking teeth.
Talking teeth.
I've inherited bad gums from my mother, so just it's just like they get inflamed a lot, and it's.
I never floss. I'm like the worst floss.
I look at my calendar. I'm like, I've got a dentist appointment in 3 weeks. Okay,
guess I'm starting.
Let me start flossing now.
Let me start flossing, babe.
Well, Adam doesn't really floss because he's just gonna buy a full set of veneers.
I'm gonna get a beautiful set of
full bed,
veneers.
yeah.
I still have to get. I'm
Hey
like,
guys.
they keep calling me, be like, "Didn't you say you wanted that veneer?"
Look at this gorgeous home.
Oh, when you become a real estate agent.
3 beds, 2.5 baths.
It's so scary.
Okay, we
Please don't
gotta
ever
go.
get me.
We gotta go. We gotta hurry up. Oh my
God.
And that's it, divas. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching the group chat.
Don't forget, Patreon gets you 3 bonus episodes. We're gonna do a deep dive on DD Alaska. Okay.
Mhm.
And then we'll figure out 2 more episodes for the month.
Yeah.
So
Because
oh,
excuse me,
Jesus.
Oh no, you're catching our
I know, I
voice.
got it. Yeah, the girlies in July, they got both episodes of
She got a
Single Rider
bone.
Pod.
A
you got
bonus.
So you got the Miranda
SRPs.
version and RJ's version.
Was it the same story?
RJ's version, yes, it was the
The
same
same
story.
Oh,
stories,
funny.
multiple
So-
stories.
Multiple
In-
stories.
Wow.
And girlies, I have to know whose reactions were better, RJ's or
Honestly, at this
Miranda's.
point, Casey, you and I should do one, and then we
Honestly,
should
we just gotta tell
just
everybody.
release the 3rd version, and I
And
will
do
get
full-
and Casey, I
full
will give you the
reactions.
best reactions. Of
Yeah.
the 3 of us.
Adam will
Reaction
be the
to
most-
life.
Yes, and what happened?
Oh my
I'm gagged, bitch. I'm gagged.
stupid. So don't miss out on that. All right, well, girlies, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And don't forget to read the group chat. Good night, Casey.
Good night, Casey. Casey's gonna go to bed.
Bye.
Bye.
Discovering voices, building worlds. The Ampliverse.
Thanks for listening to the show. You can find us on Instagram at Did You Read the Pod and TikTok at Did You Read the Group Chat. You can also join the group chat on Facebook and the Discord server. Links on the episode details. The best way to support the show is by sharing the podcast to your friends and by leaving ratings and reviews. You can leave a 5-star rating on Spotify and a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, and we'll read them on the show. Our theme, Cruisin Lo-Fi, is by Closed on Sunday. Find their music on Spotify and YouTube as Closed on Sunday. See you next time, besties, and don't forget to read the group chat.